I called over to Einstein to let them know that I have a date scheduled to have my fistula turned into a graft, and I'm trying to avoid that. So I asked if they really needed to have another cardiology clearance from their own facility. And she said yes. And I said, okay, you know what, that's fine. I'm seeing another Jefferson facility because Einstein's owned by Jefferson. And I said, will Jefferson accept your guys' test? Because if I'm going to do this and Jefferson's willing to accept it, it would be a little more okay to know 2 hospitals accept it. And she said, I don't know. I'm going to call over to the surgeons and find out what all they can do. So I think she misunderstood my question, and when she called me back, I knew she definitely misunderstood my question. She called me back and she said for sure it had to be at the Einstein facility. And I said, okay, whatever, that's fine. I wasn't going to even argue this because I wasn't going to try to explain myself. I was actually really busy. And I told her, it's fine. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I have an appointment scheduled. And she said, no, your appointment's scheduled for sometime in December. We scheduled your appointment. And I said, no, I scheduled my own appointment. It's with an Einstein facility, and it's in 2 weeks. I said, I'm looking at it right now. And she asked me the address, and I gave her the address of the facility. And she said, no, it has to be at our facility. I said, why? You said it had to be at an Einstein facility. You guys won't accept Penn, that's a renowned hospital. You won't accept Hershey's, you won't accept Cleveland's, and you won't accept Erie's. So this is getting ridiculous. Now you're saying you won't accept your own hospitals. And she said, yeah, we can't accept that. They said it has to be here. Okay, so I get down off the phone with her. I ask her, check on this again and let me know. So she calls me back and she says, for sure it has to be ours. And I said, why? At this point, I want an answer as to why. It has to be their hospital, that particular hospital. And she said her reasoning was that they want it to be a doctor that was acquainted with my case, which, okay, that's fine, but are they going to be in the room? Am I meeting the cardiologist that would be in the room during surgery? Now, keeping in mind, I have nothing wrong with my heart. I have 4 other hospitals that will vouch that there is nothing wrong with my heart. 5 now that'll vouch there's nothing wrong with my heart. That I don't need a cardiologist. The cardiologist would only come in if there was some type of emergency. So I said, would this person be there? Am I meeting the person that would be in the room during this surgery? And she said, no, you wouldn't. You would meet somebody from that practice. I said, well, why couldn't you just get the records from another hospital? And she said, well, it would be really hard for us to do that. You have the records from another hospital already. So, okay. I said, you know what? I can get the records for you. If it's a problem for you guys to get the records, I can get the records. I'll bring them to you. I will get them from this Einstein facility. If you guys do not have access to your own system, I will get the records for you. And she said, no, it can't be like that. We just have to do it like this. And when I asked her again, she gave me that same reasoning. And I said, this feels like a money grab. I feel like you guys are bullshitting me. And she said, it sounds like you're angry. Yes, I am absolutely angry. And I told her, I'm angry. I'm not okay with this. This is a money grab. It's not acceptable. I'm not an elderly person. I'm not a young child. You cannot bullshit me and lie to me and expect me to just accept this bullshit answer. And she said, well, do you want my manager to call you back? And I said, yes, that would be wonderful. Please have your manager call me back. So she told me a woman named Allison would be the person I'm talking to because that would be her manager. I said, all right, cool. Thank you so much for having Allison call me. I will talk to you later. Hang up the phone. Get a call from Philadelphia thinking, okay, it's going to be Allison. It's not Allison. It is my same social worker telling me, hey, they decided that they'll go ahead and accept the records from that Einstein as long as you go to Einstein and get it done. Are you kidding me? Okay. you know what, that's fine. But this only proves the point that they could have accepted anybody else's records, that it's just this money grab, and they were not willing to do this up until I actually fought back and said, no, this is unacceptable. No, that reasoning is not truthful. That was a lie. That's a bullshit reason. You're bullshitting me, which makes me wonder how many other people are you bullshitting that's actually believing this and going, okay, you know what? I will travel that extra 3 hours. I'll travel, I'll take this time out and go to your facility. I'll wait longer and go to your facility instead of this satellite facility, when it could just be the satellite facility and you guys get the records. It made no sense whatsoever. And it still makes no sense. But to know now that they're willing to accept these records after I said this is not okay, what you guys are doing is not okay, and being willing to say to their manager, this is not okay, that's when all of a sudden they got together and they said, oh no, it's fine, we'll accept whatever you have, as long as it's from an Einstein facility. This is where that checks and balances need to come in. This is just absolutely ridiculous.